FBI interested only in Abu Trica, not friends. Woo! Now, one thing about the FBI is that it has what is called forensicity. It is clinical when it comes to the forensics. It hardly misses. The FBI has the patience of the vulture. If you have not read the novel from South African writer Wilbur Smith, check it out. The patience of the vulture is legendary. The vulture cannot kill any prey. It is a scavenger. It can trail a dying animal for as long as it believes that this animal will finally die. And when the animal finally jerks for the last and breathes its last and gives out the ghost, the next thing is the vulture swooping on this animal and tearing it into pieces. Sometimes the vulture can even scare away the lion. Are you aware? My brother, my sister, that is the patience of the FBI. The FBI had tracked Abu Trica for at least 2.5 years and realized that this gentleman here called Abu Trica, whose given name is Frederick Kumi, at home they call him Emmanuel Kojoban, 27-year-old Abu Trica, all of a sudden started to live exorbitantly. 27-year-old. He drove cars that Elon Musk drove. Yet, you couldn't point to a single business outfit that belonged to him. Except, according to the FBI, scam. Look at that thing. I hear they call it a cyber truck, right? This was the car he was driving on the day he was arrested. Now this guy here, knowing very well that his money was dirty, better still, laundered money. And just as this has also become a penchant of some other alleged scammers, they love to flaunt it. He packed money on his table. He blew away money. People who were close to him said he was stingy. He wouldn't give. If he would give at all, it would be something small. Abu Trica. He was always at home. He didn't like going out. He had his own Abu Trica mansion right there at Kwansa Krom on the Liberty Junction, right there in Swedru, which has fast become the citadel of Sakawa, as told to us by the FBI. I love Swedru. Yes. My brother, my sister, this is Abu Trica. Call him Frederick Kumi. The whole world has come to know him as Abu Trica, the master trickster, who is not a gangster. He might just be a wangster. This boy called Abu Trica tricked a lot of white people, aged white people, using AI. Sometimes parading as a woman. And if the man was gay, he paraded himself as, gay as well, only to sap out. Listen to the word I'm using. Sap out money from these people to the tune of $8 million American in a space of 2 years. Abu Trica, the master trickster. He is not a gangster. He might be a wangster. Oh yes, this boy called Abu Trica. Watch this now. Now, Abu Trica came to Accra in the company of his friends. They went to a discotheque. They jammed to all the beautiful rhythms. They sweated hot. In fact, they were in a company of several beautiful ladies. And right after that, he drove his cyber truck. But people had already said it. And look at them, chilling out. Oh gosh, my brother, my sister, they had seen this cyber truck coming. FBI was already looking for him. And the news went round to investigators that, hey, we have spotted this kind of car here. It looks like that man is in there. And they followed him quietly until he entered the Kofi Annan Street at the airport residential area. He entered a certain residence called the Cass Towers. And remember, we brought you this first. Several weeks later, before people got to know that this was where Abu Trica was arrested, on the 5th floor. He loved to be high, to look around like an eagle. So when the FBI decided to work with the Ghanaian people, it was very simple. They said, when you go into that building, forget 1st floor, 2nd floor. Take it from the 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, and 6th floor. That is where he will be. That is where he likes to go. FBI did its work forensically. So, when the narcotics authority decided to go there, and some other people, including Ghana police, the owner of the place, a Lebanese man, was not ready to allow them in. They had to bring a search warrant, which was provided. And in the search warrant, the Lebanese man realized that it was said that they couldn't search the whole of the building. 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, and 6th floor. Bam! He allowed them, but he reminded them, no 1st floor, no 2nd floor. Bam! They went to the 3rd floor. Abu Trica was not there. He had tricked them. 4th floor, Abu Trica had tricked them. 5th floor, bam! There Abu Trica was with 2 other guys. 2 other people. And we all saw these. To cut a long story short, they went to court a couple of days ago on Monday. And when they got to the courtyard, there was drama. They held Abu Trica out of the car. And the police kept shouting, give way, give way, give way. People already knew Abu Trica was coming. His supporters were there. My brother, my sister, and Abu Trica was pulled out of the car. Make way, make way. This time he didn't cover his face. Abu Trica, the master trickster. He is not a gangster, maybe a wangster. This boy called Abu Trica. Oh gosh. Now the substantive judge sitting on this case was not present, so somebody was picked up to represent him. And when Abu Trica went in there, it was time to make a decision. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice had been told by the FBI, you know what? Any other persons that you have arrested around Abu Trica, let them go. We don't need them. There are a lot of other alleged scammers that the FBI has let loose in order for these ones to lead them to the bigger ones so they will catch them. The FBI doesn't work like that. They can leave one scammer because he leads them to the other scammers. Soon they will take photos or make videos, and FBI will see, and they will go after them forensically. FBI has so many ways of working. Abu Trica trial, state files motion to discontinue case against 2nd and 3rd accused. Dash it away. That's a confirmation. Now we have the information, deep information. Can I tell you more? Oliver Barker Mawusi, former war, is a brethren of mine. I like him. Fix the country, we're together, doing our own things. I love him. He opted to be one of the lawyers of Abu Trica. And when they went to court, they were disappointed because the substitute judge, even though the Attorney General said, leave the other two and hold on to Abu Trica, she said, no, let this cup pass over me, like Jesus Christ said, if it is your will, oh Father, Abba Father, let this cup pass over me. What's you want to take that decision? Of course, FBI is involved. FBI is neck deep in this. Everybody is very, very careful. FBI is not interested in those two boys. They are little nitwits. Allow them to go. Let them continue with their work. They will lead them to other people. My brother, my sister, interestingly, the judge said no. Mawusi, Baka Mawusi, former war, was angry. Oliver. So he put it out. Bam! On Facebook. I just left court in the Abu Trica matter. The Attorney General, after our filings in the High Court for the case to be struck out, today asked the district court to discharge and release 2 of the 3 arrested. The substitute magistrate says, no, she would do it. Then says, this cup will pass me by. Adjourns it and says we should wait for the main judge to come back on the 3rd of February. I swear, for left Ghana because me catch Bruni cry on Jindi. So frustrated, so angry. Attorney General says, leave those 2 boys and deal with the big fish, the man who was allegedly stolen 8 million American dollars. Those other boys is $200 and $5,000 that they've had. Let them go. Go for the big guy. The woman said, Dabi, minye. Hey. And Abu Trica's lawyer, an old-fashioned Gold Coast lawyer, spoke to the media. Observe his boy and observe the way he talks like in the days of Se Uforiata. He spoke and he caught the attention of many. Watch this.
Today, Ghana's legal system has been taking back 2,000 years. We have come to meet Pontius Pilate in court. The state, for its own reason and evolution, says that A2 and A3, they do not desire to continue with them, and therefore they should be discharged. That is what the state is saying. However, the judge, who was assigned to sit on the matter today, says that no, she's not going to discharge them, but defer that to the substantive judge. This is most unfortunate. At the last agenda, the court ordered that the state should have 5 weeks. If they have any information or any evidence, they should bring it before the court to justify why it will be, the court will proceed against A2 and A3. The states, in 3 weeks, have realized that they can't find anything against them. So why should their liberty be curtailed?
So Gold Coast lawyer spoke, and you could see the obvious frustration. Oh yes, he was so frustrated. So the 2 others were bundled up with Abu Trica, the master trickster. and sent back into custody. Barker is not happy. Gold Coast lawyer is not happy. And when Abu Trica was being taken away, this time around they gave him a face mask. And all the bloggers in the city were there. Oh my God. They carried him away. He was shedding tears. He probably was telling himself, hey, Rade. Hey, they're been crying. This is Abu Trica, the master trickster. He is not a gangster, but he might be a wangster. This boy called Abu Trica, 27-year-old Abu Trica. And thanks so much to Joy News. We got the first tape, and this one is from Sika Official. Thank you so much. We do appreciate this. No, dash it away. Come here. Now watch this. What is the Gold Coast lawyer going to court with? What is his game plan? How is he hoping to free Abu Trica? Together with Oliver Barker Mawusi Vomawo from Keta. He's so respected in that area. And of course, around Ghana and beyond. I love him, I respect him. Do you know what their game plan is? Listen to what the Gold Coast lawyer will be telling the court when they return. Why must Abu Trica be held? This is his biggest reason. Watch this.
Realistic or your colonial or your slavery in Kwasum. Very or your Robashe. Then treating offer Ghana for as subjects and possessions of His Majesty. Subject not just the issue be as Yakwa. Possession not just in Zoom on it's not yes on no Zoom. Embra Yaji independence
1957.
I be seen there. Manana wa baba kada ye nkwa. Manana wa baba kada ye hye obi ase.
Dabi.
Zawaze ye nuanu me basa no. Ye gina ho. Ya ye gina ho na se okodo a. Ochina bi America fo wa kada wa baba je ye former president akọ. Ye nyi hwika ye nyin boko. Wukrom manhin, mamukrom manhin ye nyina. Na asampo a wasun there was abampo a wasun there wanyene ko was there abazi romance scam abazi romance scam romance wasun there now manyo akasa na sa aja atumi there enyim ya hihye ho na ache maza na maybe so azna za ma esin there ma ansa dam za slave is no onyi offend any nya no de wochi munya but that there's no offense in that nyi be no
Dash it away. He said, we are behaving like the slaves of the Queen of England. Now, the most important thing he said there, if we allow Abu Trica to be taken away, the next time they will come and take our vice president away. And some other such people, and claim that they have hurt their people in one way or the other. He asked a rhetorical question. What is romance scam? When two people say that they are in love, and then one demands for something from the other, and the person sends it to the person, is that a scam? So simplistic. You can tickle yourself and laugh as much as you want. That is his job. He's a lawyer. But take that to the court and see if this will fly. Romance scam is when you lie to somebody using romance because you have an ulterior motive to benefit materially or get some form of favor. You have to prove that it's a scam. And already it's been said that Abu Trica was using AI, sending a lot of messages. They have tracked every single message via the wires. So if you say that this is you, and it comes out that you lied, it's not you, and you got money sent to you for impersonating another person, it's certainly a lie, it's a crime. But simplistically, this is how the Gold Coast lawyer intends to defend his client. He will tell the judge, this thing called romance scam is a lie. There's nothing like that. And in his own words, that we should go and catch all the slave queens in Ghana who lie to people that they love them, yet they only want money. That is different. At least they show their faces. And again, how did they get the money? How did Abu Trica get the money? Did he just ask them for gifts? Or did he say, send this money, let's do a certain gold business. Send this money to me. I am going to do this business and I'm going to send you back this amount of money. And when it's checked out, there's actually no gold business, nothing. Just took the money and did other things. That is a scam. Let's not be tricked by lies and whatever. If Abu Trica is right, may he stay here and never be extradited. But if he's wrong, may he suffer. That is our prayer. No sympathy for thieves. A thief may make the face like Mobo. No mercy for Alanta, let alone the cripple. Better still, no mercy for the cripple, let alone Alanta. Pain, amamre kwainso. Obrafo, the utibeko. Listen, I close on this. If we allow this kind of scam, romance scam, whatever scam to go on, we'll be like Nigeria. A friend of mine just went to Nigeria. I don't want to mention the company. A very big woman. She went to Nigeria. She couldn't even use her card, Visa card. Visa card. In a lot of the outlets in Nigeria, you put it there, it says, bang, 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 bang. In Ghana, even in chop bars, you can use your Visa. In Ghana, even in the grave, you can still use your Visa card. You travel all the way to Nigeria. Now you are not supposed to be heavy on cash, physical cash. Everything is electronic. You put it in there, say, bang, bang, bang. Is that how you want your country to be? Nigeria is struggling with all the oil and the minerals because the whole world has blacklisted, better still, whitelisted Nigeria. We don't need that scam money. We are hardworking people, genuine people. The Westerners in slavery taught us how to be wicked and steal. The average African, hey, honest. We believed in our gods and goddesses, the river gods, and then the mountain gods. We were not stealing from each other. But they came and taught us how to steal. It is in the nature of a snake to bite. The day a snake refuses to bite, then it's not a snake, it's a worm. It's not in our nature to steal. Some other people led us into that. It is time to stay away from that. When you start scamming the people there and you don't get them to scam anymore, what do? Upe akukwa area. And I'm speaking tongue in cheek. Upe na oshusha wana. Want to anya if akuko. And I don't mean akuko. So only me fear akuko. The womanizers. When you go out hunting, you come mape. Anya bia. If you akuko no ubeba. Think about it deeply. Our country shall prosper. May Abu Trica be free if indeed he's innocent. May he suffer if indeed he is guilty. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power.